If any plant looks like it might not give high quality, vigorous seed, we pull it. And when in doubt, we pull it. Good morning. Jim here at Wood Prairie Family Farm. Today we're going to go through our field doing an old-time farmer technique called roguing. And that's removing the rogues or the odd infected plants out of the field. We grow organic Maine certified seed potatoes in northern Maine. Over the summer we go through the field once a week pulling out what are called rogues, or plants that either have virus or some kind of a condition that is odd and is not going to make a good seed potato. So we pull out the plant, we pull out any tubers that have been developing underneath it, put them on a cart, we eat the tubers, we throw away the plants. One of the main concerns in growing seed potatoes is to keep virus out. And virus is transmitted, vectored by aphids. By roguing out virus, it removes the inoculum so that the aphids have a harder time spreading it if it's not there to begin with. Potatoes that are free of or very limited in virus are going to have more vigor, and vigor is a direct correlation to yield. So high quality seed is low in potato virus. Potato virus can't hurt human beings, it's simply a plant virus, but it holds the plant back from doing its best. And when it does that, it holds it back from growing the best, yielding the best, performing the best. So it's important for quality seed potatoes to have the virus rogued out. Here's the difference between seed quality. I'm in the middle of one variety, and it's all the same variety, but we got two different seed lots. The 4 rows to my left, that seed that we grew last year, and you can see the plants are really big. There's no misses, plants that drowned out or didn't come up. Then from here over, the next 4 rows over, you can see the plants are much smaller. There are misses where they didn't come up or they're coming up very slow. But it's the exact same variety, planted on the same day, in the same field, the same fertility. The only variable is the difference in seed lot. They were both warmed up and green sprouted, but it's a pretty dramatic difference. And if somebody tells you that seed quality really doesn't matter, they just don't know what they're talking about. So one of the things that we're also looking for when we're roguing is what's called varietal mix. Say if you're growing 2 varieties of red potatoes and they look alike, you know, when you've got 25 varieties like we do, occasionally there's a mistake and you end up with the wrong variety growing in the right seed lot. So right here, we're in a seed lot of Russian banana. It's got a blossom on it that's not Russian banana. And you look right next door and we've got the variety Butte Russet out of Idaho. If you look close, you can see the leaves are a different pattern, different texture to it. But the easy thing, and the reason I spotted it, was you could see the blossoms. It's a plant in blossom in a seed lot where there isn't anything else in blossom. So somehow a seed tuber during planting somehow got mixed in and planted here. So we're going to rogue that out. So you peel back. Trying to get the whole plant. That's a new tuber, and it is a Butte Russet by the shape, one can tell. One interesting thing about the Butte Russet, they size dramatically in the last 3 weeks of their growth cycle. So to get the best yields, you got to keep the plants healthy for that time. Russets, as a rule, are late. Butte is probably, you know, one of the latest varieties that we plant. So it's setting. Here are the stolons. It's hooking there, and where it hooks, that stolon is going to swell up and become a tuber. Russets typically have a high tuber set. Here's a third one. So it's just beginning setting, and when we rogue out, we want to take every plant and every tuber. That's the seed piece. So somehow that rolled over, got in the wrong location. So single whole seed piece, fill the hill back up. We'll put that on the roguing cart, take it out, and we're going to eat these 2 little tubers for dinner. This is a week later and we're back in the potato field. We go through the field every week roguing. We don't need to take out that much, but we do need to go through here numerous times through the summer on a weekly basis. And the reason is that some varieties grow slower, mature slower, and in order for the problems to show up, there has to be a certain level of maturity. So because we're certified seed growers, our standards for what these plants look like are a lot higher than a gardener needs to have. In our case, if any plant looks like it might not give high quality, vigorous seed, we pull it. And when in doubt, we pull it. So that's our job as seed growers. As a gardener, you don't need to worry about that. If you buy certified seed, you can have confidence that what you're planting is going to be good enough to grow a high quality garden that you can harvest and eat the tubers from. In our case, we're growing seed and we're entirely focused on quality. The seed that we grow and that we sell to our customers, we want it to be the best performing, highest yielding seed possible. So if there's any plant that looks like it might be shy of the highest quality, we pull it. And the attitude is, when in doubt, pull it out. Here's a plant, I just didn't like the looks of it, so we pulled it. You can see the tuber development. The variety is Caribe, purple skin, white flesh. But the rule when you're roguing is, when in doubt, pull it out. So we didn't like the looks of it and we're pulling it out. So when we talk about potato virus, we're talking about something that affects potato plants. It doesn't affect human beings. And in fact, we eat the potatoes that that are underneath the plants that we rogue out. So if you've got a home garden, you don't have to worry about virus. If you're buying certified seed, we have state inspectors that have come out to check our potatoes to make sure that they are low in virus that would affect your crop. So if you're buying certified seed, it's really something you don't have to worry about. That's the benefit of having certified seed. Either your seed is going to be completely free of virus or so low in virus that it's not going to impact your crop. Roguing is really becoming a lost art, and there's a couple of reasons for it maybe. One is the farms are getting bigger and bigger, and it's a labor-intensive process, and farmers just don't have the time to do it anymore. The other factor is it's an art to figure out what potatoes need to be pulled out. If you're not doing it, it's like playing the piano. You don't pick it up just like that. You got to put time into learning how to do it. And nowadays, farmers are so busy, big acreage, they're not walking through the fields and they're not picking up that nuance of a plant that's healthy versus a plant that's not. And, you know, the obvious ones, anybody can see that, even a non-farmer that's not trained to it. Nowadays, I'm not sure who else rogues in Maine, so it really is becoming a lost art. I think we're probably about the last farm that I know that's still roguing. Things are getting bigger, and some of these lost arts, like roguing, and you know, potatoes as a cultivated crop has been around for, they say, 8,000 years, something like that. So you're talking 400 generations of farmers that have been roguing, removing the plants that are rogues, that are weak, that are not going to produce good seed. And you know, it's too bad that's dying out, but in our case, our scale allows us to do it, and our commitment to quality means, you know, we're going to keep roguing. All right, we're done roguing for today, so we're heading in for dinner.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Gonna have some potatoes for dinner. Jim at Wood Prairie saying thanks for watching. Join us again next time. And if you did find value in watching this video, it helps us if you like and subscribe, so please do that. Thanks.